Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be talking about humility with Christ, being humble, and to, surrender to God. And the basis of this video is actually inspired by my sister. I think it was like a Sunday where she like randomly called me and was like, I think I got a video title for you. And when she told it to me, it immediately like hit me because it was just exactly what I needed to hear. And also I feel like I know there's a lot of people that need to hear this as well. But be humble enough to ask God for help. He's there. He's always there, and he always wants to help. And so in Philippians 2:3 it actually says, don't be selfish, don't try to impress others, be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves, basically. And so we must remember not to think of only ourselves, right? Because that's not being humble. And Jesus was humble, and Jesus tells us to reflect his character, right? In Philippians 2:6-8 it actually says, though he was God, he did not think of equality with God as something to cling to. Instead, he gave up his divine privileges. He took the humble position of a slave and was born as a human being. When he appeared in human form, he humbled himself in obedience to God and died a criminal's death on a cross. He did not have to die for us. He's God. He could have just, accepted that we would have never been reconciled back to him, but no. He said, no, that's not enough. That's not okay. I need to have a relationship with my creation. And so he created a way, which was Jesus, as we all know. And if you want to become more humble yourselves, if you want to know how to become more like Jesus and his humble attitude, I would definitely recommend reading Proverbs. It like blew my mind on how much like wisdom and like there's so much humility in there. It's amazing, and I recommend everyone to read it. But Proverbs 11:2 actually says, pride leads to grace, but humility comes wisdom. So when you are humble, then you are wise, because you are not only thinking of yourselves, but you're also thinking of others. And when you're humble before God with the problems that you have in your life, you're basically saying, Lord, I can't do this on my own. Like, I need your help. And that is such a humble position to take up. And God's not gonna like laugh at you or fault you for it. That is why he literally asks us to come to him all the time, okay? And so if he's asking us to come to him, we should not be ashamed. We literally he gave us the confidence to approach his throne, right? Confidently, okay? So, be humble enough to know that your flesh is weak, that you cannot do it on your own, and that you need God's help. And so, Jesus loves humility, as we all know. That is just who he is. And in Luke 18:14, it actually says, I tell you this, sinner, not the Pharisee, returned home justified before God. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled. Those who humble themselves will be exalted. So Jesus is not looking for those who already think they're like all that and like don't need God and like I'm too good for this, I'm too good for that, I don't need help, no, because those people at the end of the day will get humbled, right? I love how like Jesus is, like he always humbles us in the funniest ways, like letting us know you can't do it by yourself, and that is not a bad thing. Like, you have to stop looking at everything so negatively. And so humble yourself before God. In James 4:10 it actually says, humble yourselves before the Lord and he will lift you up in honor. He has all the glory and honor and power and everything. Let him lift you up. Don't lift up yourself, because when you do, you're gonna fall, okay? And so God is here to help us at the end of the day. He's always here. He's never left us, and he will never leave us. In Psalms 46:1 it actually says, God is our refuge and strength, always ready to help in times of trouble. It literally, his word is his word, and if you read it, it will not contradict itself, because it's him. Like, he's there for us in times of trouble. And so he's ready to help you. You just have to humble yourself to ask, to put your pride and ego aside and be like, God, I need help. Okay, I can see that I'm not doing good at this or this, whatever it is. Like, I need your help, and he will be there to help you and support you, because our flesh is weak, our spirit is willing. Okay, and so ask God for help. This is literally a reminder to myself as well. I really needed this because I like to do things on my own and I think that I can do everything, but that's just not the case. Okay, we have to like be humble about this and know that we need him in our life. Okay, it's not a bad thing, I promise you. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And comment anything that's like happened to you recently, and any prayers you need answering, comment it down below as well. See you guys in the next video. God bless.